we have to do something first. And it has to do with Linda's point about what's the point of this normal curve. In isolation, it's useless. It only becomes useful. It's kind of like an orange 100-watt rocker verb amp that isn't plugged in. Its potential is great, but it only becomes connected when you plug it into the wall and plug a guitar into it and shred it. Sitting in your wall, it's just a piece of furniture. So that's what this curve is by itself. So the problem is this. Here's the problem. We now know lots and lots of great stuff. Lots and lots of great stuff about this curve. It's got a 0 in the middle and a plus or minus 1 that go out predictably. We know lots of good stuff. You guys have already told me about 2/3 of the data in here, 95% here, a lot of it here. The problem now is we need to be here with a plus or minus of 15, which means this won't be 1 anymore, it'll be 115. This won't be 2, it'll be 130. This won't be 3, it'll be 145, yes? This won't be 100, excuse me, that'll be 100. This won't be -1, it'll be 85. This won't be -2, it'll be, what'll this guy be? 70, right? 70. This guy won't be -3, he'll be, you see the problem? And then we get into our poor idiots down here. Don't laugh! It's just a label. So, that's the problem, is the question. Now, if I asked what percentage are between 85 and 115, game over, right? You know the answer to that. The answer is 68%. What percentage are between 70 and 130? Game over. The answer is 95%. But of course, because I'm me, I didn't ask that. Actually, not because I'm me, because they defined it this way. They defined it between 80 and 90. So they gave us these weird numbers, right? They gave us these strange numbers. 80 looks like it's about here, yes? And 90 looks like it's about here. So that's what we got to find right there. And this is why we can't just plug that into the normal. If we plugged 80 and 90 into the normal, the TI has no idea this scale even exists. It's going to put 80 and 90 on that scale. And where are 80 and 90 on this scale? Over there in the psych and the social offices. Maybe even in the air to the right of the psych and social offices. They're so far off the scale, it's going to come back with an area of 0. Please, Linda?
Can you use -1.5?
Is it 1.5? I love this. What Linda's doing is she's trying to extrapolate where those numbers are, yes? So I love what you're saying. -1.5, you said -1.5 and point, what was the other one you said?
No, I did it wrong.
No, tell me what's on your mind though. What are you thinking?
Just halfway between 85 and 100, or no.
That's okay. No, sister, please hold that thought. It's beautiful. The answer is what you're doing can be done. All we've got to do is find the correspondences between, this is 80 and 90, right? We've got to find the correspondences between 80 and 90. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So, in other words, it's between -1 and 0. But how far between -1 and 0? This 90 right here. How far?
0.5.
Not quite. It's not quite 0.5. It's a third between -1 and 0 because 90 is a third from 85 to 100. You see the ratio, how far 90 is from 85 and from 100? Mm-hmm. It's 5 points from 85 and 10 points from 100.
Right.
And 80 is 10 points from 70 and 5 points from 85. So this guy is a third up from 85, and this guy is a third down from 85. And I'm saying third. This third is a third of what? A third of 15, which is the standard deviation. It's all about the standard deviation. At the end of the day, it's all about the standard deviation. It really is. And I told you guys, intentionally, I'm withholding formulas from you in this class. Except for two. Except for two. I promised you two. You've forgotten this because it was 8 weeks ago. One was the average formula, which we keep referring back to over and over again. And the second one is coming with this. This is a hugely important formula. It's also very, very simple. You just did it, but you did it in kind of in pieces. So what I'd like to do, let's take a pause for a second. Sit back for just a moment. I want to show you kind of a discovery of the formula that we're about to kind of use from now till